Good morning. I hope you all had a great start in the 2026 and that you got to enjoy the holidays thoroughly. We are gonna start off 2026 on the cozy start here with a little pantry challenge. It's my first time doing a real pantry challenge. I aim to do it a month long, so the month of January. And if you're new here, my name is Kristen, and if you're not, thank you so much for joining back in today. And I want to do a little inventory of my freezer. We don't have a chest freezer at the moment, but our freezer that is like adjacent to our fridge is filled to the brim, as you can see. We just came back from spending holidays in Germany and we took a lot of food with us. So I want to start this January by really using what we have in our pantry. I will give myself a little budget every week to buy milk and some cheese and some fresh produce. And since we have been in Germany, we don't have any produce actually at the moment, at least not fresh ones. I know I have a little bit in my freezer section, but not a lot. But let's start by doing a little inventory. I think I will start by taking stuff out of the freezer and just marking on my little piece of paper there how much of everything we have so that I can cross it off as soon as I use it. So I have this piece of paper here that I'm gonna just mount with a magnet to the fridge later on. But right now I'm just gonna write down what we have. I think I will start from bottom to top. We have 2, 5, 6, and then 3, 6, 7, 8. So what we have here right now are 6 of these Kerrygold like butters. It's not margarine, it's basically a butter spread for sandwiches. So we have 6 of these and I have one unopened one in my fridge. Butter spread. And we have 6 of them. So now I will do 6 circles. So then I can check these after I have used them. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. And then these can go back in the freezer. I'm gonna try to be pretty quick when I do this so the stuff doesn't start to thaw. Okay, then we have bell peppers here and we have parsnips. These are both chopped up. And here are pumpkin cookies that I have done in October. These also need to be used up. We brought these Kerrygold butter spreads from Germany because they're so much cheaper there. And we were going with the car anyway. So we had a lot of room in the car and it was pretty cold outside. So we didn't have to worry about the stuff going bad or anything. And I just want to say that I don't have to use everything that I have in my freezer. This pantry challenge is really just a motivation to not buy more because it is so full in there and just use what we have. Okay, so I'm gonna write down bell pepper, 1 circle, and then parsnips. And then I will show you our pantry tower in just a second. And then we also have our basement where I keep my potatoes and my carrots. So we do have some fresh produce in hand, just not anything like tomatoes or cucumbers or any fruit or anything. So puff pastry, we have 1 pack there. And I'm just thinking right now, I have written hamburger bun here. I think this is anyway all the like chopped produce that we have in the freezer, the bell pepper and the parsnip. So I'm gonna continue with bread products now. I know I have self-made tortilla wraps in there, so I'll go count these next. And these are whole wheat tortillas. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whole wheat tortillas. 6 of those we have. Then I know we have a whole loaf of bread, and that whole loaf of bread has like sun-dried tomatoes in it, so it's perfect for doing like a cheesy bread or something. I said I was going from bottom to the top, but I think it's better if I organize it in sections of what kind of food product it is. And let's see if something is in here. No. At least no bread. Okay. But here we have something. Pie crust. And what else? Oh, these are good. These are a good find. We have here garlic cheddar biscuits, and we have 2, 4, 6 of those. So 1 pie crust and 6 garlic cheddar biscuits. Then I have some yeast here also. And these will be great to add like to dinner. Then pie crust. We have 1. I don't have a ton of dairy in here, so I think I will continue with that. We did the butter, but I have 1, 2, 3 mozzarellas in here. So I think we will continue with the meat because that's gonna be a whole lot of product. Let me take a little bit of this stuff out just to see what we have. We have 2 of these shelled mussels, and I'm gonna try to be especially quick with these products. In this one freezer section, I have to take everything out because there's so much stuff piled onto each other. This is some cheese. As you can see, this is so full here. So we're gonna be super quick. See, I had forgotten about this chicken minced meat. I had totally forgotten about this chicken minced meat here. So this is good that we are reorganizing and making an inventory. A whole roast chicken here. We have 2 chicken kebabs here. I usually use these for tortilla wraps and stuff like that. So, and as soon as I write it down, I will put it back just because I don't want it to thaw. We have 2 chicken minced meats and 3 mixed minced meats. Then we have 1 whole roast chicken. And I also have to find something for dinner tonight. Going back in, I think this 1 piece of paper is not gonna be enough. I think we need a second one. And I just saw that we had also Parmesan cheese, so I'll put it next to the mozzarella. We have 2 bags of that. This list is so full already, so I'll have to start a new one because there's tons more in this freezer. It's actually amazing how much fits in a little freezer like that. So I'm gonna continue with the ready foods. So I have written down here this camembert that we can make in the oven, and then also these ready-made spring rolls. Here we have pasta ham casserole, 1 portion. I think we will thaw them now maybe every evening, and then Crystal can take it to work as a lunch, or I can take it to work as a lunch. So pasta ham casserole, seafood pasta. And this is from yesterday evening. This is bolognese pasta. Then we have 1 container of chicken soup. Then these can go back already. Then next up we have pumpkin puree and pumpkin pie filling that I had saved from Thanksgiving. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pumpkin purees. We have a lot of tomato sauce here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These can go back. Then I have a bunch of herbs here. I'm not gonna take these out because these thaw really quickly. So we have some celery from the garden. Here's a little bit of duck fat that I need to use. We have dill, and more dill. So 3 dills, 1 cilantro. We have chives, parsley, more parsley. So 1 cilantro, 1 pack of chives, 3 pack of dill, 2 parsley, and 1 celery. So let's just write this down quickly. I think I will do an inventory of our other 2 storage spaces that are not freezer as well, just to have a better overview. And now let's continue with the fruits. We don't have so much fruits, but we do have some. So we have one whole pack of blueberries that my mother-in-law gathered from the forest this summer. Then these, I think, are black currants mushed. These would be perfect to make an ice cream or something. And then here is blueberry raspberry compote. We have a whole bag of strawberries. Oh, I just saw this. We actually have 2 bags of blueberries. Good thing I checked. And then we have one little bag of chopped up bananas. We could make some banana ice cream with that. Okay, and these can go back to... Oh, and we have one little cranberry sauce also from Thanksgiving. Okay, so this is everything I have in my freezer. It's quite a lot. It's actually more than I was expecting. I will mount this to my fridge now, and then we're gonna choose something for dinner tonight. I need something that can thaw from right now till the evening. I don't want to do pasta because we just had that yesterday. Let me see what's in the tower. Maybe we can do some tortilla wraps. Because I have shredded cheese that we shredded yesterday. Then we have the chicken kebab that will definitely thaw. And I have the peppers that are chopped. So we could use those. And I think I have some corn like canned in my tower. Let's check. So this right here is the pantry tower that I was talking about, and as you can see, it's also filled to the rim. This definitely needs an inventory, but I think we have some corn maybe, or some beans at least. Let's see, here's sauerkraut that I made now, I think 3.5 months ago almost, so we have to eat that soon. My first time making sauerkraut. Let's check for some corn. I think there is some down here. Yes. Jackpot. We do have corn. And I do have onions. So we'll make peppers with onions, some corn, and the chicken kebab and tortillas tonight. That sounds delicious. Let me grab this onion. So we have the onion. We might take another one later. And I will just take the chicken kebab out right now. I will take the tortillas out in the evening. So, and not to forget the chopped peppers, of course. So, dinner is sorted. Okay, I don't think I will use all of these corns. I think maybe 2 cans. I'm a little bit relieved to have done this inventory of our freezer section. Next up is gonna be this tower, and then above the sink I also have some storage. Let me show you. So mostly sauces and oils here, and some honey, mustard, coconut oil, mayonnaise, stuff like this. And like I said, I have some potatoes and carrots down in our cellar. I will show you probably later this week when I will go down there to take something out of it. And like I've said, I will allow myself, I think, a 30 to 40 euro budget a week to buy milk and cheese, deli meats for sandwiches, because we do eat that almost every day. I want to try making my own yogurt and cream cheese. Apparently it's really easy, so we'll try to do that at some point. So I will have to buy milk, because right now I only have, I'll show you, I only have 2 milks, and this one is half empty, and we do use that for our coffee every morning, so milk is definitely a staple item for us. So I will allow myself, I think, 30 to 40 euros a week to buy fresh produce, such as bell peppers, cucumbers, tomato, like cherry tomatoes, things like that. But of course, I will not be buying a lot of things. Oh, and eggs also, because we don't have chickens or ducks yet. So eggs are definitely something I want to have at home, just because I use them in a lot of my recipes. But other than that, I will try not to buy any like pasta, rice, potatoes, sauces, meat until we have finished our freezer or pantry. Also flour, I have a lot of that. And I think sugar, I also have a ton. So we'll not be needing that anytime soon. And like I said, I will not be super strict with this pantry challenge. I don't want to like corner myself. I just want to see this as a motivation to use what I have. And I would be happy if you follow along with this pantry challenge with me. So tag me on Instagram at the homestead if you're also doing this pantry challenge this January. You don't have to do it the whole month, maybe just a week or a few days, just to really like see it as a motivation of using what we have. And with that being said, I will see you at dinner time when we're preparing the tortilla wraps. Welcome back. It is now evening time and we are gonna start prepping dinner. I want to do the pepper, onion and chicken filling right now. It is not completely thawed, but almost fully, so the rest will just cook right away when I cook it in the pan here. I want to save on some dishes tonight, so I'm gonna do everything in the same pan later. So this is why I'm prepping the chicken, onion, pepper filling right now, so then so then I can clean the pan and use it later on for filling and making the tortillas. And I'm just gonna like roughly chop it into these little slices. Put them here. And I was thinking some parsley would also be nice in this, so we're gonna add some later on when it's in the pan. Oh, and I actually did some sourdough starter earlier. I am starting this from scratch. It's really not that complicated, and I'm sharing it in my shorts section, so be sure to check there if you're interested. This is day 1, so I will have to feed it tomorrow around the same time, like in the afternoon, evening time. Then I will, because we have so much flour, I did an inventory of our pantry tower earlier, and we have so much flour, so I'm hoping to use some of that for making sourdough, and maybe for sourdough pancakes, focaccias. I mean, it's endless, the possibilities. That is what I'm aiming for. And let me show you the list. Let me show you the list of the pantry tower inventory that I made. So you can see we have a lot of things in here. I did the same like principle where I added the little circles that I can cross off. I also reorganized it a little bit, so there's just a little bit of a better overview. I'm a bit sad that I don't have quite as much produce in my like pantry or in my freezer. But it's because I have used a lot of things that we had in the garden already. And then now when I was in Germany, gone for I think 3.5 weeks. So there's no produce that can be used. We will go shopping tomorrow morning and then we will see with what kind of budget we can work with. I don't want myself to be able to spend like super freely, but I do want to get some fresh produce because it's just such a big part of our everyday like cooking and diet that it's really hard to live without it, and it's gonna help me use my other products more easily as well. And then we're gonna put in our chicken first because I want that to get a nice like browning caramelization, because if you add onions and peppers right away, the water will kind of prevent that caramelization from happening. And while this is nicely cooking, I'm gonna strain my corn. So I'm gonna add my onions now and the peppers. And there's some water in here from the thawing process, but it doesn't matter. It actually helps to deglaze the pan a little bit. And I'm just gonna add a little bit more water. Do you see what beautiful color this liquid has? We're just gonna let it cook for a little bit. until everything is like cooked down nicely. And if the corn fits, we can put it in here already. And I was just thinking that I think I wanna take out this whole roast chicken that we had in here, because hold on. Okay, so we're gonna take this whole roast chicken out. I'll explain to you in a second why. And we're gonna... Perfect. This is what I mean when I say that this freezer is too full. Okay. So we're gonna let this whole roast chicken thaw in the fridge. It's raw, it's not cooked yet, but it is marinated with herbs. So I was thinking that I will take it out and let it thaw in the fridge until tomorrow, probably until tomorrow afternoon. So then we can have it for dinner. And then from the carcass, from the chicken, I thought I could make a really nice chicken broth. I have some carrots that need to be used up, and I could probably use the parsnip as well for the chicken soup or chicken broth that I'm making. So I think that is a really great idea. So we're gonna do that. Because this is almost done cooking, and I just wanna add a little bit of parsley now. Little bit for taste, and then quickly back to the freezer because these herbs do thaw pretty quickly. Back you go. How delicious does this look? Yum. And I forgot to mention that this chicken is already pre-seasoned, so I didn't really add anything because we're gonna put sauce into the tortilla wraps, and all the bell pepper and onions also add flavor. Okay, that's good enough for now. I deep clean it later. So here we have our bell pepper, chicken, onion mixture. It looks so good. And we have to take our shredded cheese out as well. So dinner is sorted. I'll take the tortilla wraps out. You can take tortilla wraps out from the freezer and then prepare them immediately in the pan. Even if they're frozen, that's fine. But I will take some of mine out just for them to thaw a little bit. Because these are whole wheat tortilla wraps that I made. Whole wheat is usually a little bit more brittle than just white wheat. And I use these like sheets of baking paper just to separate them so they wouldn't stick together in the freezer. So right now I took 2 out, and you can absolutely reuse this. Or we'll see. Then there's 1 left. So this is gonna be probably for lunch or something. But this also means that we get to cross off some things from our list, from our inventory list. And tortilla wraps are incredibly easy to make, so there's no problem in making them like one afternoon or something. I can just restock my own pantry. Whole wheat tortillas, I took 4 out, and I see that I had put here that we have 6, but we actually had only 5, so I miscounted. So we'll cross 1 off. So we have 1 left. This is so convenient. And I have already crossed off the bell pepper earlier and the chicken kebab, but we also get to cross off the roast chicken because we took it out of the freezer. Wow, so many things in one day. Pulling together a dinner, knowing that I was gone for the last 3.5 weeks and I have not been to the grocery store yet. So that just feels very empowering to me to know that I can just pull a dinner together if I really want to. But I have made a little list of things that I want to get tomorrow, that being milk, natural yogurt, Greek yogurt is what I wanted to take. Cream cheese, although I think we can manage without cream cheese, so I'm gonna cross this off. I want the yogurt to eat like in the morning with some oats or something that I need to use up from my pantry tower. Then that's basically all dairy, milk and Greek yogurt. Then I need some eggs because we're all out of eggs and I do use them for a lot of recipes. And like I said, we don't have chickens yet. Then water, which is an item that I don't consider that belongs to my pantry challenge because we buy water all the time. Our tap water is drinkable technically as well, but I just like to use the water in bottles. And for the produce, I would like bananas, apples, bell peppers, some more onions, because the onions that I have in my pantry tower, those I actually bought to keep, to plant, because I want to grow seed from them. Cherry tomatoes, cucumber. I think I will set a 25 euro limit, so we'll see how much of that I can actually get. Maybe I will need to get some of that next week. I will try not to go grocery shopping at all, but like I said, the produce is a big thing. We'll see if we can manage with the 25 euro budget. I'll see you back again when I have pulled dinner together, or when I am pulling it completely together, just to show you how I make my wraps, and I'll let you know how they tasted. So we're gonna pull this dinner together now. I'm just gonna wet these a little bit. Yum. Thank you. Krista just said it also tastes very good, so let's try it. Welcome back. We are at the grocery store now. Today is January 3rd, if I'm correct. And we're gonna try to do our little grocery run to shop for fresh produce and milk. And I have a lot of bottles to return, but I am not gonna use the bottle return to amp up my budget for the produce. And like I said, I will not include water, because water is just a staple item for us. But everything else will be included, so let's go in. We're at Lidl. So I want to buy some tomatoes. I think I will take 2 packs of these, just so I don't have to do maybe another run next week, so hopefully they will last. And I will scan them with my phone so I can see simultaneously how much I am spending. These are $1.59 each. Maybe we will even take a third one. I'll take some that are a little bit more yellow, so maybe they will ripen inside. So that is $4.77 right now. I'll take 2 of these, and these are very firm, and these are also organic. And one of these is $1.79. I'll also take some Granny Smith apples. These are $2.79 per kilo. And I'll try to check for any bruises. So now we're gonna weigh these. I have 1.6 kilos here, and these are $4.49. So I'm at $12.84 right now. So this paprika mix are 500 grams, and this is $2.99. And then we have red bell peppers here, and those are $2.29 per kilo, so these are cheaper. So we're gonna take a bunch of those. So I took 6 of these. They look beautiful. Let's see how much they are. $3.27. And here we are. And we're at 1611 right now. I always think bell peppers are so versatile in the kitchen. Look how much we got for 16 euros already. Oh, and I just remembered we also need onions because the ones I have at home are for seed growing. They have organic onions for 1.99. These look good. I think I will take these. So now we have them in our cart and we're at 18 euros. Because we're at 18 euros already, I'm not gonna buy any bananas. And I will first buy eggs and milk because that is what we really need. And then I will see if I have something left afterwards. Here, 6 eggs are 2.19. So we're gonna take 2 packages of that. Or 1. Or we will take free range because these are much cheaper. I will take 1 pack of free range eggs. That will put us to 20.99. Now we need some milk. So I got 2 cartons of milk. This is 2 liters and this is 1.5 liters. And that put us to 24.23. But I'm just realizing this pantry challenge definitely reduces the impulse buys when you're grocery shopping, especially the 25 euro budget. We're gonna check for lettuce just in case they have some. And if they don't, then they don't, because I have to stay with my 76-cent budget. We will see if we can make it work. I don't think, but you never know until you try. Yeah, there's nothing for 76 cents right now. So be it. We're gonna have to make it work. And so the water put us to 41.21. And we're gonna go to checkout now. And we got 13.30 bottle return. We're almost at the budget. Okay, so we did stay within our budget. Like I said, I'm not gonna count the water. So we were at 24 something, I don't remember. I think we had 76 cents left, not a lot, but I'm happy we were able to stay in our budget and get a lot of fresh produce. Now let's go load this in the car quickly and go home. We made it home now. I'm just gonna show you quickly everything we have gotten, although you probably saw it. We got this 2-liter pack of milk. It's gonna last us until 10th of January. And then this 1.5 liters that are until the 6th of January, so in 3 days, and this one is in 7 days. I usually like to get fresh milk. So now we got 2 cucumbers, organic ones, this bag of onions, a little bit more than 1.5 kilos of apples, and I have my first regret during this pantry challenge because I bought 6 of these beautiful bell peppers. They are beautiful and I love bell peppers, but I wish I would have gotten 2 less, like 2 bell peppers less, and something else instead, like, I don't know, leeks or cabbage or something. But we might do that next week then. I'm planning to do stuffed bell peppers with these, and possibly some kind of like baked with potatoes or something, and maybe a salad. So they will definitely be used. But I just wish I would have gotten 2 bell peppers less. And then we have gotten 3 of these cherry tomato packs. Now I was thinking we're not only gonna eat these fresh, so for snacking or with our sandwiches, but also make some salads, like marinated tomato salad with that. Or when we're making pasta, just throw them in to have like a little bit of fresh things. And then the last item that I got is this 10 pack of free range eggs. And I don't have that much pasta actually. I thought I had more pasta. But I only have, I think, 3 packs of pasta, and pasta is a very versatile item. So I might use these eggs to actually make some pasta as soon as I run out. Not yet, but also I will use these eggs for baking and stuff. And so this is everything we got for 24 euros at Lidl. I bought also 3 small cases of water and 1 big case of water, but like I said, I am not counting that into the budget. So I'm gonna start today by going down into our cellar and getting some carrots and potatoes for our roast chicken that we're gonna do. And tomorrow I have planned to do some chicken noodle soup with my roast chicken carcass. That is gonna be from today, and then I will see what I will do next week. But I'm gonna end this video here. So this will be like the first video of the pantry challenge, just to explain what rules I am following, and I don't know, just show you what was in my pantry because we did the inventory together. And I would love for you guys to join me on this pantry challenge. I know a lot of people do a pantry challenge in the month of January. So it would be really interesting to see what kind of dishes you guys are creating with your pantry items. And like I said, tag me on Instagram. And with that being said, thank you so much. If you have made it this far, thank you so much for watching. And I truly, really appreciate every single one of you. Never forget, you are worthy, you are loved, and I hope to see you back in my next video when we actually start this pantry challenge, really. Goodbye.